Hi everybody, I'm Captain Floofers.
And I'm Soylent Greg.
And welcome to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomizer.
Woo!
You can already tell the background music is randomized.
What is the background music? I can't even tell.
It's playing cave noises.
Oh, wonderful! I love riding around Hyrule Field in my cave. Yes, Patrick has been very excited to share this with me. He has done this before a little bit. I know absolutely nothing about this randomizer, so my reactions to things will be a complete surprise. I don't even know how it works. Oh, wonderful!
So, correction, I have not played this, but I have seen other people play
my
before.
mistake.
It's just that I heard there was a Triforce hunt mode on here.
I'm ready for an unforgettable luncheon.
And that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to start that.
I'm doing a little jig in the background. You can't see it because we don't have a face cam.
Yeah, so before we start, I do want to kind of go over the settings that I have on here, because I haven't told Greg what kind of settings we're going to have.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
I see you've got a tracker now.
Yeah, I do have a tracker up, and I do have this notepad up to do so. So, name of the game is Triforce Hunt. If you haven't seen our link to the past videos on this, basically some Triforce pieces have been... hold on, let me get this in.
You get that in so we can hold both. Because I just want to make sure. It is recording the whole thing, right?
It is, yes.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter if it's a blocked screen, I guess.
Anyway. So, there are going to be... Triforce pieces are going to be put into the item pool. We have to get a certain number in order to be able to win the game. I have set the number to 25.
25. What's the maximum number? Do we know?
100.
Okay, so we're getting 1/4 of all the Triforce pieces hidden in the game.
I guess. I don't know if they may put less in.
Okay.
Other randomization options I put in include Token Sanity.
Was ist das?
Basically, all of the Gold Skulltula tokens have been added into the main item pool.
Okay, fair enough.
And that also means that Gold Skulltulas can also drop
Triforce bits.
Or any kind of them, yeah.
Okay.
Songs are also in there.
As we've gathered.
Well, I mean, Ocarina songs.
Okay.
Key Sanity. So basically, I have it set up so that any dungeon items can be part of the pool. So maps, compasses, small keys, boss keys. They can even be found in other dungeons. We don't give a fuck. Luckily, the game keeps track of them, and the tracker can keep track of them as well.
Are we going to see the tracker on the video, or is that something we're going to talk about outside of the video?
Outside the video. There's no room to put it on the screen.
Sorry, folks.
I also put in some Deku Scrub upgrades are part of the thing.
But I don't want no scrubs.
Oh, well. I did not turn on Shop Sanity, but I am self-imposing a rule on myself that I cannot buy shields or tunics from shops unless I find them out in the wild first.
Okay.
To make things easier on myself, I am using a notepad and the tracker, like I said before. The Kokiri Forest is open from the start. Door of Time is open from the start, so we can go right to the future if we need to.
Interesting.
Zora Fountain is open, so we don't have to find Ruto's letter. Gerudo Fortress is open, so that eliminates the stealth section. I also took the stealth section out of Hyrule Castle, so we don't have to do that at all.
Oh, that's good.
I'm fairly sure I opened up Ganon's Tower from the get-go.
Oh, wonderful! The sword is inside of Ganon's Tower.
I have rigged up the fishing minigame so that it doesn't drop anything, because I don't want to do the fishing minigame. I made it so that you don't have to do the Epona race to get Epona. We just need Epona's song. Okay. We don't need to get a Scarecrow song either. Just take out your ocarina in a compatible place. Scarecrow will pop up, and there's a lot of aesthetic changes as well.
Aesthetics.
So,
all right.
So pardon the emulator pausing here and there. That's just what will happen if we go out of the window.
Fair enough.
So let's start our.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Could you have maybe picked like something easier, like trying to beat Dark Souls at Soul Level 1 or something?
I am honestly confident enough in my knowledge of the game that I think it will be okay.
That makes one of us.
You don't think I'm
making jokes. I am kind of sad that the shops aren't randomized, though. That's my favorite part of the Dark Souls randomizer, is getting to the first merchant and finding that he sells, the gigantic endgame dragon's tooth for like 6 souls. And be like, oh, well, this is wonderful.
Just one moment.
Absolutely.
We're starting with the Shadow Medallion because basically, Actually, let me just...
Why do we have the shadow medallion?
So, the items that you get for... the items that you get for clearing the dungeons are all thrown about.
Okay.
And because cutscenes are off,
Okay.
this replaces the light medallion.
Okay.
So so instead of just going through a cutscene, because the future's already opened up, we get that to start.
So we get a random item to start.
Yes.
Because you get an item when you cutscene to the future. I understand now. Wonderful.
Okay.
I love it. Ooh, you had Firehouse subs.
Yeah, the other day.
Nice.
Why?
We're lost in the woods.
So the analog stick does not want to count as... Oh, there it goes. This is weird. I'm using a Logitech controller here.
He is using an ancient Logitech controller that belongs to me. It may take a little bit of getting used to on Patrick's part.
It's an Xbox 360 layout for the buttons, and A is A, not... I meant to make it so the B was A, because it would be...
Whoops.
Like the...
Do we need to pause it, or are you going to push through?
Oh,
dear God!
I don't know if there's any way to change that in the emulator itself. So, we're fighting monster bosses here. Now, did I open up the Deku Tree to start, or is that just the...
Living in the Kokiri Forest is a state of constant anxiety.
Okay, we can go to the Deku Tree straight away if we want to. I'm going to find some chests to open up first. Also, one of the aesthetics, as you can see here, is that I changed the tunic colors.
Yeah, you have a nice,
I actually...
Halloween color.
I actually set it to be orange for the Kokiri tunic, because orange is my favorite color.
Wonderful.
But the Goron and Zora tunics are going to be random.
You got the silver scale.
Silver scale to start with. Cool. I guess we can dive underwater now. A Skulltula token.
Okay.
Also, 100 Skulltulas never gives you anything good, so we don't have to worry about any of them past 50.
So, nothing important is Iron Boots.
Okay. And 50 roots.
50 roots.
All right, so let's Mr. Tracker here. I got this, and where's the scale? Scale's over here. Cool.
Wonderful.
So off to an okay start if we go to the future, I suppose.
That is gonna give me conniptions.
Every time we enter Kokiri
Oh my god! Oh my god, you're outside! That's how, that should play every time we go outside these days anyway.
Pointer colors are randomized. I think Navi's color is randomized too.
Does Navi say or do anything interesting in this randomizer, or is she still just a nuisance?
She's still just a nuisance.
Wonderful.
Oh, I forgot to mark. We have a Skulltula token. I want to keep track of those as well. Where's Skulltulas? There they are.
There we go. I definitely recommend we get the hell out of this area as soon as possible.
And we, like I said before, we will not be buying the Deku Shield to start, because that's in the store.
Now, will the logic make it so that we never are required to do anything like that?
As far as I know.
Hooray, the sacred Kokiri skull! We keep the skulls of our enemies in these mazes.
The only thing I know of that requires the Deku Shield normally...
turn this down a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's very loud against the...
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. It's almost it's almost as loud as our speech. Maybe your speech, not my speech. My speech is nice and loud.
But the only thing that I think that requires the Deku Shield is getting to the getting into the Deku Tree, and that's already open, so we don't.
So
need to worry
it's
about
not
that.
in logic then.
Right.
God, remember when this was like the absolute nicest that video games could possibly look? I remember this Christmas.
I don't think I got the game until... Well, I got the game not too long after it came out.
This game felt like it was just limitless potential.
I got my N64... I would say... They're singing the Song of Storms for battle music, okay. I got it like New Year's Day after the Christmas after this came out.
Nice. Wait, did you say the Song of Storms? The da-na-na-na-na-na? That's so badass to be the battle music throughout the entire game.
Can we lift these? We cannot lift those. Not unless we have the Goron's bracelet.
Ah, it's so good.
And I'm fighting every urge to use the right stick as a camera because it doesn't work that way in this.
Oh, it doesn't work that way?
No.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, I should probably see what all the rest of the controls are before I get too much further. L2 is Z.
Yeah, make sure our right bumper isn't anything because that button doesn't work on this controller.
I'm hoping it's not because that's the shield button, and at least I assume it's the shield button. I was getting ready to.
What? And you still don't have a shield.
We need a shield to go through here. And in order to cross this way safely, we need some kind of a ranged weapon.
Could you cross unsafely?
No, they'll knock me down.
Okay.
So we'll have to come back to the Deku Tree later. But luckily...
Can you not jump through... Oh, yeah, no, you've got to be up on the upper level to jump through the web.
Jump through the web,
okay.
Yeah. If anything, if we get stuck, the tracker will let us know what we can do and where we can go.
Almost as if it's... That made me jump again. The number of times this is going to make me do this. Well, you guys can take bets on it, you know. Let us know.
Start keeping track.
Let us know in the comments.
Should I start a counter?
Mash that like button. Remember to comment and subscribe, etc., etc. Make the algorithm like us more.
The algorithm will never like us. It's way too late for, notice me senpai threshold to be met.
Yeah, we're beyond ugly duckling territory now. Yeah, we're like
there's no
grandpa duckling yelling at the younger ducklings about how unfair life is. I got it that time. I saw it. I heard it coming that time. I'm like, great. As soon as we walk outside, don't you want to see what's in the store at least?
Oh yeah, that's right. There are weapons and stuff we can use in here. I mean, we would have to. They're expendable weapons, but
welcome.
Well,
to the Velvet Room.
Wait
a minute.
I am a little disappointed that the Spirit Temple music is in the shops because that's one of my favorite tracks in the game.
Well, you'll just have to spend lots of time hanging around shops.
I'll buy a few.
So you're sure that it can't be in logic that you need to buy that Deku shield? Right?
I am absolutely positive.
Okay, cool.
Let's see.
Dun dun dun.
there
we go. All right, I'm getting the sound of gunfire off in the distance. I'm getting used to it now.
Yeah, but there really still isn't anything we can do in the Deku Tree.
So it's
push
time.
A here. So this is going to keep track of our dungeon items as well.
Oh, wonderful!
Oh, I forgot to mention, or I got to mark off. We got this because the Gerudo Fortress is already open.
Okay, cool. So are we going to go ahead and leave the nest now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. We're looking for Triforce pieces. We're not trying to beat the game. We're looking for Triforce pieces.
Because there's nothing I can think of that we can do in Lost Woods either, without like an ocarina or a slingshot
or an adult. Oh, right. We got a magic. We just for walking, just for leaving. You get a this wonderful parting gift.
Yeah, it's the replacement for the fairy ocarina.
And a copy of our home game.
Oh, something I should actually be doing.
I hope we get to play Plinko later. Yes.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna head back into the scary music area real quick.
Oh boy.
Because Gossip Stones will give you hints. I think I may have just without knowing it marked something that made the hints a lot more direct. But
this is where a Triforce piece is.
Yeah, pretty much. But we'll see. And that's part of the reason I have this notepad for. Is so that I can take notes on the hints that I get. So we can talk to this Gossip Stone up here, see what he has to say.
Something Slender Man.
They say that Kakariko Village is on the path of gold. So
was ist das?
Triforce piece in Kakariko Village.
Okay.
Equals. That's what I'm assuming path of gold means.
It's actually the Yellow Brick Road. It leads to Oz.
Oh.
Or actually, the Yellow Brick Road is just in Oz in general. Is that right?
I think so.
I'm not up to date on my Oz lore. I
have seen that movie twice, but only about 2/3 of the way through each time.
It was the monkeys, right? You were scared of the monkeys.
No, it was because it was being played during school. and the class would end like when it got to a certain point. It was like actually twice on the same day. It was like the last day of school for that year.
That is odd. Oh, I like this music.
This is the music that should have been in the last area.
I remember my boyhood times walking around Hyrule Field, waving a big stick.
Oh wait, so X is start? Or not? Okay. I'm trying to figure out.
There you go.
Are they actually going to have like me use the right stick for C buttons? Cause
yes, I believe in general the right stick is mapped to the C buttons on emulators when you use the PlayStation /Xbox general model of controller that we have these days.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that I would be able to remap those so that I could set some of these items to like X and Y.
I think you should be able to.
But I don't know how to do that on... Because I remember this emulator, I tried using it without RetroArch before, and there was like no way that I could remap anything.
That's odd.
I believe there's a Skulltula over here. No, it's in a secret grotto underneath. Damn. Well, at least there's plenty of stuff to do in the castle, I think.
Excellent.
And at the very least, we can also check the Temple of Time, and that will tell us where all of the... I know it's not really super important, but it'll tell us where all of the spiritual stones are.
Why must every piece of music in this game be about scaring me?
Okay, so note to self, the castle theme is the final battle music.
I mean, that's true. The monarchy is the final boss. Save your future, end the happy mask salesman. Oh, hey, that's a Majora's Mask reference. They say the Ganon's castle hoards a small key.
That's not of any
Completely
consequence.
Pointless. They say that in Goron City, the hammer unlocks a gold Skulltula token.
Well, there's tons of those, so...
They say that Steven is 2 seats ahead of Claire, but Claire is next to the boy with red hair. Can you solve the puzzle? They say that Ocarina of Time teaches a map. I'd love to be taught a map.
I think instead of getting the Ocarina of Time, we're going to get a map for a dungeon. I think that's what that means. Temple of Time is Hyrule Field. So all the good songs are in like these
like liminal spaces between where you only spend in, you know.
Okay, so Spirit Temple is... So I think we can go over here. Apologies. No, that's vanilla. Okay, Spirit Temple has...
Oh, so this is telling you what?
Yeah. Shadow Temple has the Goron Ruby. This is just for reference. I don't think we're going to be going after any of these. And then the Zora Sapphire is where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's like when Tower of Hera has the blue pendant, I believe?
Something to that effect.
I'm not sure. I know the green pendant is the pendant of courage, is the pendant of the Eastern Palace.
And that's like the only one that you need, because it's the only one that'll give you an item.
Unless you have an item on pedestal, at which point you're fucked.
Yeah, the only items I can think of that can be useful for us as far as those go are the Forest Medallion, which will unlock the Prelude of Light. Sorry.
At Eastern Temple. Your job's your credit. Yeah, I would shit myself if the randomly inserted the Eastern Motors jingle into one of these areas.
And then like the Shadow and Spirit Medallions will give you the light arrows.
Okay. Over 600 cars, trucks, SUVs. Are you listening, man? Let's go play the game. Play the game of love.
Let's see what's in here.
Looks like wooden objects. There's a shield, a bomb. Now you can buy bombs, right? You're allowed to buy bombs.
If I have a bomb bag. Which I don't.
Ah, so you can't even hold the bomb, right?
Yeah. X is B, I've learned.
Okay.
Done.
Oh no!
That's all potions.
I just love the two happy people dancing in a circle together to the final boss music forever.
This is never not going to be awkward. There is a skull tool we can get right away here. See if that drops anything useful.
Smack him with a stick. Smashy, smashy.
What do you got?
Mm.
Or just a gold skull
It's just
tool?
a gold skull tool token. It's exactly what it's supposed to be.
Good. Just what I wanted.
Come on, Triforce. Gilly needs a Triforce piece. And a hot plate.
And what are you giving us? A piece of heart.
Ah, Pizza Heart.
You know, that thing that everyone complains about getting.
Yeah, we could probably use some more health. We only have 3 hearts right now.
Yeah. Alright. And there is one thing we can do at night here that I can think of, and that's getting the Doge.
Ah, yes.
Hey, dog.
Oh, yes. I said in the same phrase, so I decided to do it.
Not much, dog. What's up with you?
Ah.
Let's see. I think it's you.
Our quest to find the 25 Triforce pieces is growing increasingly desperate. Your turn. Whoopsie shit. Thank you, lady. Here's a small token of my gratitude.
Apparently,
some pocket change.
Blue rupees are like the equivalent of arrow bundles in this game.
I mean, is that a good tip for finding a dog or not? We've never really established an exchange rate for the rupee, the Hyrulean rupee to like American money.
Basically, well, there was like a game theory video about it, but I think game theory is bullshit, so I didn't pay it any mind.
I mean, 5 rupees is half of what it costs for some arrows, which should be pretty cheap. But it's also like 1/6 of what it costs to purchase an explosive device. Oh,
well, heart
container.
Nice. Put it down.
Level up.
Alright, so where else can we go? Well, we can consult the tracker. Kokiri Forest. Where can we go in Kokiri Forest? Oh, I should probably check these off.
Well, yeah, you got all
to
those.
show that we got those. Zora River. Let's see. We are in Castletown. We just did that. Dog Lady. Child Shooting Gallery. We don't have the...
I don't want to shoot children.
Malon's Weird Egg. Okay.
So this thing is just going to tell us where every single location is in the game.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I don't want to rely on it, but...
I mean, most of the fun of the randomizer is being... this specifically is linked to the past randomizers, being like...
Oh yeah, that's valid.
What the fuck? Where can I go? Let me think about it.
Well, the thing is, like, I don't want to rely on it, but at the same time, like, I don't... If I try to do that, I might not remember what I've already done.
That's kind of the point, though, right?
Well, like I said, I'm not going to rely on it.
Okay. Back to the castle.
There's nowhere else we can go. We have to wait for time to pass.
Oh, yeah, we can't get out when it's dark. What is that?
It's the Forest Temple theme. I guess that plays at night? Which is fitting, because the Forest Temple is haunted, but... Again, all of the really good music is being put in places that we're not really going to hear it.
Isn't there a item at the end where not Mario is usually asleep? He gives you the egg originally.
No, Malon gives us the egg. She gave us the egg, but it was a heart container or something.
Oh, okay, cool.
We need to have the egg, or we need to have the hatched Kuko in order to wake him up. So we can't really go over there.
I see.
So the next place I'm going to try is Lon Lon Ranch.
Okay.
I can think of at least one thing that's there that we can access with what we have. And I also have to remember that if we run out of options here, we can always go into the future.
We can become an adult.
Yes, we can go become an adult like straight away.
We can become an adult whenever we want.
Honestly, if you have a choice like that, don't. Just don't.
Commerce! Dun dun dun!
Commerce.
The horrors of the market. Let's gonna do it again.
We still have one boss battle theme left. Where's it going to show up?
Much like other all-timer game, Earth Defense Force, it is actually slightly faster to roll everywhere than to walk.
Actually, the fastest way to walk is to jump backwards constantly.
Ah, excellent.
But I'm not going to do that.
All right, let's see what the Lon Lon music is, or this first. Ah, money.
Okay, I thought there was a Skulltula in there.
Want to smack into a tree? I get the money.
I have that sound effect. We can use that.
Nice. What is it?
It's the Forest Temple theme.
Ah, good.
Wasn't it just playing that in the... Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, it's random.
Yeah, but I figure that the way things work, they'd only pick each one once. But it's whatever.
Well, there's multiple... I mean, there's multiple places where the same music plays, so maybe it seeds it into the soundtrack that many times.
Okay, he's asleep, so he's not here.
I was going to say, isn't there a thing where you pick up the chickens to get a heart container?
Piece of heart, I think.
Even
yeah.
I remember that. There's Ingo. We've talked about this from our Ocarina of Time, our actual playthrough of Ocarina of Time. But Ingo, a most maligned character in the entire Zelda franchise. Ingo is a hard-working man who honestly, Ganondorf handing control of the Lon Lon Ranch over to him instead of the fat, shiftless asshole Talon is one of the few unambiguously good decisions that Ganondorf made.
No, because Ingo proceeds to practice animal cruelty, according to Malon. So,
according to Malon. Now, let's say that's not exactly an unbiased source. Let's be real. What is this?
Also,
creepy door in the back of the ranch. Leads to...
Do you seriously not remember any of this?
I really remember very little of this.
Okay.
I have not played this game in a very long time.
We played this game less than a year ago.
Yes, but I did not play the game. I merely watched. And if you think that I have, you think I remember things that you play, you've got another thing coming.
I think the pulling boxes has actually been sped up.
Good.
So that's, grab it. Grab it.
Cob it. Cob it. Cob it.
Alright, what is this piece of heart now? A Skulltula, okay. Skull!
I found one of Talon's victims in a pile in the back of the barn.
And he's too lazy to have victims.
This is some cask of Amontillado shit right here. For the love of God, Ingo. Yes, for the love of God. You found where fucking Ingo boarded up some poor asshole. But I want to share with you some of this special vintage of Lon Lon milk. Meet me in the dairy behind the pen at midnight. Gets there, Ingo's just boarding up a wall.
Not only that, but he also gilded the victim's skull.
Exactly.
And left it there.
That's a pretty metal way to kill someone, I'm not going to lie.
So is Ingo like your favorite character now?
Apparently he's just shot up the rankings. Nah, I mean, I guess Milton, the Zora King, is pretty cool too.
Oh, we won't get to hear him talk too much, though, because I basically made it so that the Zora's fountain is already open.
Aww.
So he's not going to scoot over anymore. He's already in...
You have selected salt on my daughter.
Well, he didn't want salt on the margarita either.
That's what the option should be called in the actual randomizer
Salt
settings.
on my daughter.
Salt on my daughter.
Alright.
It's like salting a slug.
Once
when
again...
you pour it on a Zora.
Once again, out of items.
Don't feeding a Zora a margarita is considered a hate crime.
You know what I'm gonna do actually, just to make it a little easy on myself.
What?
I'm gonna go into the future so that I have a fucking sword.
Oh, do you get the sword automatically in the future?
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. You've made the decision to go to the future. Dun dun dun. My God. And I know by the time we go back to the forest, I'm gonna have forgotten that it's like a sting chord at the beginning. This is the most jump scare ass randomizer I've ever seen.
And it's fantastic.
Dun dun dun.
I wish I would have had a way to play this portably right now. I mean, the randomizer. I mean, I have Ocarina of Time on my 3DS.
I was gonna say, don't you? I mean, like, I know you own the 3DS port of.
Oh, absolutely! It's one of my favorite games on there.
It's delightful.
But I don't have a. I don't know if there's a way that they randomize that, and N64 cannot emulate on the 3DS.
Oh, that's a shame.
I mean, I can barely get certain PlayStation games to run on it. Oh, looks like Iron Boots. I forgot they're on a.
Oh, it's got a little
shortcut.
Shortcut, so you don't have to go into the menu every time.
All right, where are the medallions?
One into Dongo's cavern.
So that's the light medallion. Do. Dongo's cavern. Deku Tree has the forest medallion, which is kind of fitting, honestly. Water Temple has fire medallion for some reason.
Also very fitting. Fire Temple has the water. Naturally.
They trade spots one day. One Floople already has. And, well, by process of elimination, the Forest Temple has the Spirit Medallion.
Nice.
Right.
Hopefully we won't need to gather all of those. What happened?
So... It wants to do... It's... Depending on how you have this set up...
Uh-huh.
Like, if the analog mode light is on, then the analog stick just counts as the control pad.
Right.
And the control pad counts as both the control pad and the analog stick.
Oh, wonderful!
And if you turn this off, both of them are both.
Oh no!
This is the... Oh, no, now they're swapped.
Okay.
Now they're swapped, so this is the control pad, and this is both the control pad and the analog stick. So whenever we want to turn left, or at least left compared to where the camera is looking, we're going to slow down a lot.
That is a problem I think we might need to stop the video and fix. I don't think we can play this with you equipping your boots constantly.
I also don't know how to make save states on this.
Always putting on my boots. Oh. Well, we should have done that beforehand. Well, shit on a biscuit. Feed it through. See, this is an area that should have the sting chords, but they don't. Instead, it's very chill.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pause the video here, and we gotta sort this shit out. We can always save the game, but this is unacceptable.
Yeah, we're gonna figure this out.
All right.
So we'll be right back.
2 seconds.